You've been lied to about love, not once, not twice, but your whole life. They told you women fall for the nice guy, the rich guy, the handsome guy. But here's the harsh truth. Women don't fall in love with who you are. They fall in love with how you make them feel. And if you don't understand this, love will always feel like a mystery you can't solve. But if you stay with me until the end of this video, your entire perspective on women and love itself will change forever. 1, women don't love you. They love the way you make them feel. Here's the uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to admit. Women don't fall in love with you. At least not the way you think. They don't fall in love with your perfect smile, your bank balance, or even your so-called great personality. What they actually fall for is the way you make them feel. Let me tell you a story. Picture 2 men. Both meet the same woman on the same day. One of them checks all the boxes. He's polite, says all the right things, compliments her, even makes it clear he's interested. But when she goes home that night, she doesn't even think about him. He's gone from her memory as quickly as yesterday's news. The second man? He teased her a little, made her laugh until her stomach hurt, challenged her in a playful way. Maybe he even disagreed with her on something, but he did it with charm. And that night, lying in bed, her mind can't stop replaying the things he said. She's smiling at the thought of him. Guess which one she's going to crave more? This isn't about fairness. This is psychology. Psychologists call it emotional imprinting. It's the mark you leave on someone's nervous system. She might forget your words, but she will never forget the way you made her body react. The butterflies, the spark, the little emotional storm. And here's where most men fail. They try to logic their way into love. They list their accomplishments, their cars, their careers, their promises. But women don't fall for a list. They fall for the experience, the excitement, the unpredictability of feeling alive in your presence. That's why some women keep going back to the same ex who hurt them, even when they swear they're done. It's not because of who he is. It's because of the feeling he gave them. Intense, unforgettable, impossible to replace. If you want to win a woman's love, stop asking, what do I have that she'll like? Instead ask, what does she feel when she's around me? That's the difference between being another guy and being the man she'll never forget. 2, the more you chase, the less she feels. Now let me flip the script. How many times have you sat there staring at your phone, waiting for a text back? Hours pass, you feel that gnawing anxiety in your gut. You start overthinking. Did I say something wrong? Is she losing interest? Should I send another message? That burning, desperate energy. That's what kills attraction faster than anything else. Here's the strange thing about human nature. We don't value what's handed to us on a silver plate. We crave what feels scarce, what we might lose, what isn't guaranteed. And women are no different. When a man chases endlessly, when he's always available, always texting back instantly, always saying yes to whatever she wants, he creates zero tension. And without tension, there's no excitement. Think about the times you've been chased too much. Someone bombarded you with attention, always eager, always present. Did that make you feel butterflies, or did it make you want to pull away? For women, it's the same. A man who is always there removes all uncertainty, and with uncertainty gone, attraction dies. This is why the men women truly desire don't chase. They don't beg for attention, they don't smother. They create space, and in that space, something powerful happens. Anticipation. She starts to wonder, why hasn't he texted me yet? What's he doing? Is he thinking about me? That wondering creates tension, and that tension is the fuel of attraction. I'm not saying you ignore her completely or play childish games. I'm saying you stop suffocating her with availability. Desire needs air to breathe. The moment she knows she has you completely, her mind relaxes. And when her mind relaxes, her heart stops racing for you. If you want her to feel deeply, let her miss you sometimes. 3, women don't want nice. They want strong. Let's address the biggest myth out there. Women want nice guys. How many men have fallen for this lie? They go out of their way to be endlessly sweet, always agreeable, always ready to sacrifice. They think being nice means never saying no. But what happens? The woman ends up bored, or worse, she says, "You're such a great guy, but I just don't feel it." Here's the truth. Women want kindness, but not weakness. And sadly, a lot of men confuse the two. Being kind means being respectful, compassionate, thoughtful. Being weak means being afraid to stand your ground, terrified of conflict, desperate to keep her happy at all costs. Women don't respect that. And respect is the foundation of attraction. Every woman, whether she admits it or not, tests a man. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's direct. She might challenge your opinion, tease you, or even throw an emotional storm your way. Not because she hates you, but because deep down she wants to know, is this man strong enough to hold his ground? If you fold like paper every time, she loses respect. And when respect goes, desire follows. This is why Stoic men are so magnetic, not cold, not heartless, but steady. A man who stays calm under pressure, a man who doesn't crumble when challenged, a man who knows he can walk away if he has to. That kind of emotional strength is irresistible. Women may be drawn to your looks or charm at first, but they stay for your strength. So don't aim to be just nice. Aim to be strong and kind, firm yet fair. That balance is what makes a woman trust you, desire you, and never confuse you with just another good guy she forgets. 4. Love is perception, not reality. Here's a hard pill to swallow. Women don't fall in love with you as you actually are. They fall in love with the story they create about you in their minds. It's not reality, it's perception. Psychologists call this cognitive projection. She meets you and instantly her brain fills in the blanks. Her past relationships, her insecurities, her fantasies, her hopes, they all color how she sees you. You're not just you, you're her version of you. That's why one woman might describe a man as mysterious, exciting, irresistible, while another calls the exact same guy boring, predictable, not my type. The man hasn't changed. The perception has. And perception is everything. This explains why a woman can be obsessed with you one day, then indifferent the next. It's not that you suddenly became less attractive, it's that the narrative in her mind shifted. Maybe you became too predictable. Maybe you removed the mystery. Maybe you gave her too much certainty. Here's where most men go wrong. They let her perception develop on autopilot. They don't shape the story. They let her box them into the safe, boring, predictable category. And once you're in that box, good luck climbing out. The men who women obsess over know how to shape perception. They keep a little unpredictability alive. They mix comfort with tension. They give deep connection, but also moments where she wonders, what's he thinking? What's he feeling? That emotional contrast keeps her hooked. Love isn't reality, it's her story about you. And if you don't play a role in shaping that story, you'll become just another forgotten chapter. 5. At the core, women stay for safety. After everything, after the feelings, the chase, the perception, there's one truth that stands above the rest. A woman doesn't stay with you because of how much she loves you. She stays because she feels safe with you. Now, I don't just mean physical safety, though that matters. I mean emotional safety. The deep, unshakable sense that you won't collapse under pressure. That when her emotions are all over the place, you won't spiral with her. That when life gets hard, you'll remain steady. Women's emotions are like waves. One day she's deeply connected. The next, she's distant or unsure. This isn't manipulation. It's biology. Her emotional system shifts more rapidly than yours, and in that storm, the one thing she craves most is an anchor. A man who remains grounded no matter what tide is crashing around him. This is where stoicism matters. Most men think being emotionally strong means shutting down or being distant. Wrong. True strength isn't cold. It's consistent. It's being calm even when she's testing you. It's listening without needing to fix everything. It's holding your ground without anger. The men who women never forget, the ones they stay loyal to, are not perfect. They're steady. They're the ones who, even when she's at her worst, carry themselves with grace and control. That's what makes her feel safe. And when she feels safe, she won't just love you. She won't just desire you. She'll stay. So here's the secret psychology of women and love, stripped down to its core. They don't fall for looks or money. They fall for feelings. They lose attraction when you chase too much. They don't want nice. They want strong. Love is perception, not reality. And in the end, safety is everything. If you've been wondering why love feels confusing, it's because you've been looking at the surface when the real game is happening underneath, in psychology, in emotion, in perception. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these truths hit you the hardest? Drop it in the comments below. And if you want to keep learning the secrets of female psychology, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, and join me here where we cut through the lies and reveal what really matters in love. Stay calm, stay strong, stay grounded. That's the kind of man she'll never forget.